Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another action movie night. Tonight, I will be reviewing Cobra Kai Season 4, released on Netflix in 2021. Starring Ralph Macchio, William Zabka, Courtney Henggeler, Xolo Mariduena, Tanner Buchanan, Peyton List, Mary Mouser, Jacob Bertrand, Thomas Ian Griffith, Martin Kove, Dallas Dupree Young, and Oona O'Brien. Now, this was the season that Cobra Kai, they teased that Terry Silver could be coming back at the end of the previous season, with John Kreese getting on the phone and calling someone for help. And everyone assumed that that was Terry Silver. And that is revealed to be true in this season. And Thomas Ian Griffith from Karate Kid 3 is back in the role. And much like the way that John Kreese was done throughout this series, Terry Silver is kind of the same way. You get to see a different side of Terry Silver than you saw in the actual movie that he was in with Karate Kid 3. Because, like I said, the Karate Kid movies did not do the villains very well because they didn't give them much dimension or much of anything to actually make them feel like real people that you actually care about. So this one, just like the way they did with Martin Kove, they do the same thing with Thomas Ian Griffith as Terry Silver. And I just love Thomas Ian Griffith. I've always loved him as an actor. So getting to see him return to this role, and they do him right in this season. They really do. Terry Silver is a very intriguing, kick-ass character in this season. And he's probably the biggest standout next to Peyton List. Now, I've talked about Peyton List in the previous seasons since she debuted in Season 2, but Peyton List as Tori Nichols in this season, in my opinion, gets one of the greatest arcs of any of the characters in this series. And, of course, Mary Mouser, as I said in the previous season, her character was done really bad. This season, Samantha LaRusso is a much better character. She's much better realized, thankfully. They backed out on all of that cowardly stuff that they had in Season 3, and now she is more in line with the character that we met in Seasons 1 and 2, thankfully. Ralph Macchio, of course, is back as Daniel LaRusso, as is William Zabka as Johnny Lawrence. And they're both still badass as usual in those roles, especially William Zabka. I mean, I just cannot say enough how much I love the Johnny Lawrence character. He's always been one of my favorite characters in the Karate Kid series to begin with. So, this series being almost his, main thing where he is just an awesome character throughout it. And sometimes, he is given more plot stuff and everything than what Ralph Macchio's Daniel gets in this series. And this season's no different. I mean, he gets quite a bit of stuff in this that I really enjoyed watching him do. Courtney Henggeler as Amanda LaRusso actually gets a little bit more to do in this season, thankfully. So that was good. Xolo Mariduena is great as always as Miguel, as is Tanner Buchanan as Robbie Keene. Jacob Bertrand, this is the season where Hawk gets big time character development and is, one of the standout characters of the season. I love what they did with Hawk in this season. Excellently done. Dallas Dupree Young's character of Kenny Payne is the one negative that I have with this season. I don't think adding this new character of Kenny was necessary. If they wanted someone like this, they already had Samantha's little brother, who has been here from the beginning, and they haven't really done much with him other than that stupid shit where they were making him a bully. And it's, this character could evolve into what we got with Kenny. It could have been the role reversal thing, and it does get that way later on, but the performance by Dallas Dupree Young, I just don't like it. I don't think he was as likable as they were thinking he was going to be in this character. And I just don't think the character of Kenny works in this. Now, one new character that I really did like was Oona O'Brien's Devon Lee. I really do like her, and I wish there was more done with her as a character. And I wish that this Kenny character would have never been introduced in this. Because he does nothing for the story, in my opinion. So, my final review for Cobra Kai Season 4. I am going to give this season a 9.6 out of 10. This is, oh man, if it wasn't for the Kenny thing, this one probably would have been a 10 out of 10. This would have been a perfect season. Because it has all the makings of a perfect season. But they did drop the ball, in my opinion, with this Kenny character. But anyway, what do you think of Cobra Kai Season 4? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree? Let me know in those comments down below. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon so you can be notified about future videos just like this one. And while you're by the subscribe button, click that join button and become a Dark Knight fan. As a Dark Knight fan, you can pick the Dark Knight Fan Plus option, which will give you the ability, whenever I put up a post about it, to actually request reviews for movies or TV shows on the channel. And if I do one of those reviews, it will go up in the members area for Dark Knight Fans Plus, where you guys, all you members, can watch it on there prior to it going live. Plus you have the Dark Knight Films library on Dark Knight Fans Plus, in which you can watch any of my feature films, shorts, TV shows, behind the scenes, documentaries, interviews, and of course, audio commentaries. So, thanks for watching.
Well, that's it for another action movie night. If you missed last week's action movie night, check out the link above to get caught up on that one. And if you've missed any other videos, check out this down here where you can watch a playlist of any of our action movie nights that you have missed.